Good morning. You listen to FloorDaily.net, and I'm Kemp Harr. This morning, my guest is Kemp Beightler, who's the Senior Vice President at Continental Floors, just acquired recently by Diverzify. Kent, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Kemp. How are you?
I'm good. I think our paths have run across each other before at previous Fuse meetings. I wanted to talk about this acquisition. First, let's give a little background on you. You've been with this organization for 19 years. And prior to that, you were with Resource Ohio. So you've been focused on the commercial contracting business for most of your career, haven't you?
Yep. My whole career started off in installation, and then I've been on this side of the business for the past 28 years or so in the office.
All right. Why don't you tell our listeners just briefly a little bit about who Continental Floors is?
So Continental Floors was under the umbrella of Continental Office, which is a office furniture company here in Central Ohio. It's a north of $100 million company. They're a Herman Miller dealership. And the flooring part of Continental was started in about 2002, and I joined late 2004. For the last 20 years or so, we've just been continuously building our business, and we're strictly a commercial flooring company. We're now into the maintenance business as well as terrazzo, concrete polishing, and coatings.
So as you mentioned, you were part of Continental Office, and then with this acquisition by Diverzify, you've been spun off of that. And there was a guy named Gary Ruick, who I remember being on the board of Fuse, and he retired, and you've been running it since then, right?
Yes, that's correct.
And our estimate, based on us compiling all the commercial contractors in the U.S., is that your business combined, with Wrights in Western PA is roughly about 45 to 50 million just in the pure commercial contracting business. So it's a sizable business.
Yes, sir. It's, it fluctuates a little bit, obviously, but in a good year, that's exactly right.
Okay. The services you offer, you're in the concrete polishing business, epoxy coating business, terrazzo flooring business. So that's your focus. And you do the product and installation side as well as the maintenance side, right?
Yep, that's exactly right.
All right. How did this come about with Diverzify?
So although I wasn't integral in the business side of it, my owners who are in the office furniture business, they wanted to focus on their core business and get back to basics there. And so when, our flooring business was obviously attractive, but not just anybody could come along and purchase the size of business we are. So that's what made the Diverzify/Continental merger so attractive to everyone. They were looking to get back to basics, and Diverzify was looking to have a stronger presence here in Central Ohio where things are really, really good. And so it just ended up being just a perfect storm of wants and needs. So that's how it ended up coming together.
Okay. And your vertical segment focus, is it across the board? Are you strong in certain areas?
It's across the board. We're big in education, both K-12 and higher ed, obviously healthcare, assisted living. We do a tremendous amount of multifamily new construction, and still some corporate, across the country, corporate's fallen off quite a bit.
Right.
We see it coming back just a little bit. We're trying to get as much of that as we can, and we're still in the business. It's just not as big a part of our business as it once was, but hopefully it will be at some point. Yeah. But yeah, across the board. Obviously, The Ohio State University is one of our biggest customers. We have folks working somewhere over there on campus every single day.
Are you a graduate from there?
I am not, but we have several folks here that are.
All right. So I noticed today in the news on Floor Daily that, obviously you put a big hole in the Fuse network, and they've announced today that they backfilled with, I think, a much smaller organization called King Business, right?
Yes, that's correct. I saw that today myself.
So let's go back to this acquisition. How's the integration going?
It's going good. The support system from the Diverzify group has been fantastic. In all honesty, it's been a little challenging, a little chaotic, but when you take on new systems and still try to run a business, it can be challenging, but my team has showed up, and they're up for the challenge, and so far so good. But the support team from Diverzify has just been outstanding. So we have a lot of help getting through it.
Has Danielle been to your offices since the acquisition?
She has. She's been in town a couple of times, and I've been able to spend some time with her, both in person and on meetings and conversations, and she's just been wonderful to work with. Couldn't be happier with the support she's shown us, and I think that's going to be just a fantastic relationship moving forward.
Now, Tech, for instance, they have some back-end systems like Salesforce and some other software that are probably some tools that are going to enhance your service abilities, don't you think?
Yeah, 100%. We're just now getting integrated to the new systems, and it's a big change from where we were, and that'll be going on. We hope to be through that and fully integrated by the end of August, but we're knee-deep in it right now.
Okay, great. Well, it's good to talk to you and catch up on Diverzify's acquisition of Continental Floors. You've been talking to Kemp Beightler, who's the Senior Vice President there, and you've been listening to Kemp Harr and FloorDaily.net.